Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on Twitter GPRO X CHK. So Twitter is forming a bullish reversal candlestick and a close at the high of the day. Need another green day to confirm it. But unless we can break 1872, which is unlikely on the first attempt, we're going to set a lower high on this move. It's going to be up to the bulls to set a lower high, a higher low, and then a higher high to try and change this trend around. It's unlikely that we can come right from this level and break resistance, so that's why I am anticipating that it's going to require a little bit consolidation as well. So the support now, 1730 and 1727. Bullish reversal candlestick must be confirmed tomorrow with another green day following it. And the weekly time frame, trying to hold the 50-week moving average support of 1759. It's not a bullish reversal candlestick on the weekly time frame. We'd have to see a close up around $18 for that to be the case, for the real body to shrink and for the lower wick to grow, showing the bulls buying that dip. So unlikely that that happens this week. Bulls at this point are just looking for another green day, and bears can be looking for a bearish entry because there is the possibility, let's say we set a lower high, there is a possibility that we continue to the downside and set another lower low as well. If the overall market were to reach a period of consolidation and break the extremely bullish move that we've been seeing, that would be a potential scenario where we would head down to lower lows. So bears giving themselves that opportunity, obviously with the appropriate stop loss in place, is a potential play going forward. GPRO here, look at that 50-day. Same video, same sentiment on every video. The 50-day moving average is resistance, and if the bulls cannot get over that level, they're not going anywhere, and they're not even going to test that weekly middle Bollinger Band if we can't get over this level. So that's at 860. We have rejected and closed below it now 4 days in a row. We're looking at support of 840, 828, and then 8 psychological. The weekly time frame, we can see that middle Bollinger Band looming. It's going to continue dropping down. Next week, it's going to be in the upper 860s, and we'll watch to see if the bulls can close above it, but at this point, bulls just want to get to that resistance level first things first. X on the daily time frame, very significant bull break. So we saw the bull break, or I should say the bull save on the reaction to Trump yesterday, buying the dip, closing up near the high, big volume and big follow through on X today, breaking all kinds of resistance levels, breaking the highs of all the past 3 weeks. And in terms of resistance now, we've got 22.28, and then I'm looking up at 22.46, 23.23. Goal for the bulls is to break 24.31 to start filling this gap to the upside. But the move today did gain that momentum for these bulls, who are now seeing higher lows, and now we have our higher high. Before it was lower highs, but today changes that, and we closed above the upper Bollinger Band. So this oversold bounce just got more momentum to favor these bulls, and the weekly time frame is no longer at risk, no longer as significantly at risk for a bear flag. At this point, it is still possible if we reject from the 8-period exponential resistance that it could be a bear flag, but it is nowhere near as weak as we were over the past 2 weeks with big upper wicks of profit taking and an inability to see any kind of bullish action. So nice follow through for the bulls here. One more green day tomorrow would be a great way to head into next week with that momentum in their favor. $23 is the 200-week moving average resistance, so that is a resistance level to be keeping an eye on as well. Bulls need to get over that level in order to not just have this be another short-term bounce to cool off the RSI. Keep that in mind. The trend has shifted now to favor the bears, so we will be looking at a short-term bounce. And there's a potential bearish reversal head and shoulders pattern here where we've got our left shoulder, our head, and if we bounce here and form a right shoulder and then head back down, we will have to be cautious of this neckline of support, potentially breaking for further downside. But that's looking too far ahead right now. One step at a time. Let's see if the bulls can get over 23, the 200-week moving average resistance. CHK bears continue. So this is nice follow through. This was a clear bear signal. That's why it's on the bear list here. The break of $5, the break of $4.88, and now here we are down at $4.70. So the weekly time frame, that was the break of $5 we were looking for. Last week we closed below support, and now we're seeing follow through to the downside. So that is $4.70, and after $4.70, looking down at $4.30 as the next support. There's not a lot of support in this range, and the bears are in control right now. Oil saw further weakness today. Natural gas has been in control of the bears. So overall, CHK hurting, lower highs and now lower lows. And any bounce attempt will look for just another lower high to form because the bears are in control of this trend currently. I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in over the weekend, and I hope you have a fantastic night.